Good afternoon. I'm here with Brian Watts, candidate for Blue Valley School Board. On behalf of the Johnson County Public Policy Council, thank you, Brian, for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for the time.
The Johnson County Public Policy Council is made up of 10 chambers of commerce in Johnson County. Our goal is to provide information about public policy issues impacting area businesses. You ready to get started?
I think so.
As a candidate, what are your top 3 policy issues?
You know, I think it's a good question. The Blue Valley School District really does have a rich history of success. My first priority would be to make sure that that continues. I want to ensure that the district remains at the top, as it always has, and we'll work hard to make sure that happens. I want to make sure that the district is a place where each student can feel safe and know that they have the same opportunity as everyone else. And then lastly, I want to ensure that the district remains a good steward of the taxpayer dollar.
Good. The Kansas Supreme Court recently ruled the current school funding formula is both equitable and adequate. However, the court retained jurisdiction over the case to assure the funding is maintained. Briefly, what are your thoughts on the new formula and the additional dollars that have been added to K-12 school funding?
So I believe the Kansas Supreme Court ruling was definitely a step in the right direction. However, I have some concerns as to the future of that funding and as to whether or not the metric used will allow us to be able to keep up with future need. So I plan to work really hard with legislators to make sure that they don't lose sight of that.
Okay. And with that recent ruling stating that the funding is constitutional, it's likely the legislature will look closely at accountability measures for student performance. Please describe the accountability measures you support and believe are reflective of student achievement.
You know, so I really understand the idea behind making sure that the accountability is there. The thing that I want to ensure that is not done essentially is looking at only one metric. Historically, test scores have been the only item that's really viewed. My message would be that there are a number of ways that this can be achieved, not only through test scores but also through GPA, through graduation rates, and through the rate of what happens essentially after graduation, whether that be attending higher education or the like.
Okay. Kansas is experiencing all-time low unemployment rates, and employers are struggling to find qualified workers, especially in technical and skilled trades. How do you see the Blue Valley School District helping to meet our business community's future workforce needs through technical education and training?
So the district has been one that has long been looked at by other districts around the country for innovative ways to educate children. I think that tradition needs to continue in programs such as the CAPS program. The CAPS program offers students the opportunity to work with local employers and work on real-world problems. I think that says a lot about the school district that they've been able to provide a program that brings that kind of trust to local companies around the area. As we educate students to prepare them for whatever lies next, we need to continue to support programs like this, and I would continue to do that as we educate tomorrow's leaders.
Okay. And other than funding, what do you see as the greatest challenge facing the district?
You know, from a 40,000-foot view, I think something that every district struggles with from time to time is how do we retain what we've done in the past. We have seen other surrounding districts have issues with splintering. What I mean by that is that some schools become less desirable than others, and I would work hard to make sure that we offer opportunities that don't allow that to happen.
As we wrap up, tell us why you're seeking public office.
So I'm running for Board of Education because I love this community, and I believe my leadership will be put to good use by this position. My wife Jessie and I have 2 children in the district now, and like many others, moved here because of the opportunities the schools provide. That's why I've decided to volunteer my time to serve for this district. I promise to make sound decisions and always pass everything through the filter of, is this idea something that is good for all students?
Fantastic. I want to thank you for joining us today and wish you the best of luck with the election.
Okay, thank you for the time.